So this happened to me when I was younger. I immigrated from Jamaica to the US when I was around 10 or 11 years old. It was my first time flying on a plane and I was flying alone. I had to say goodbye to my mom in the airport and I boarded by myself. My grandmother paid for my seat and she paid for a window seat that way. I wouldn't feel 2 inches on the plane and I could look out and see what's going on outside. To this day, I'm thankful that she got that for me because it really did help me feel better about flying alone. I had a window seat, the middle seat was empty and the aisle seat was taken by a man. He said to me, change with me so that I can have a window seat and you can have the aisle seat. I said no, and then he said to me, you're not even using the window seat properly. You're not looking out the window. I still said no because I felt a sort of attachment to the seat because it was bought for me to sit in, so I still said no. He grumbled to himself and then sat there quietly. Soon I had to use the bathroom, so I got up. I said, excuse me. I passed him and went to go use the bathroom, but I got scared because I thought that in my little kid brain, I was going to get sucked into the toilet, so I thought to myself, better not, and would you guess what I came back to? You guessed it. He was in my seat. So I stood there in the middle of the walkway and said, excuse me, sir, you're in my seat. At this point, he doesn't even look at me and mumbled, Brooke, you're not using the window. So I looked at him and I said to get a little bit crazy, and I said, you're in my seat, please move. He didn't want to move, so I just stood in the walkway. Soon a flight attendant came up to me and told me I needed to take a seat. I said, I wish I could, he's in it. At first, the flight attendant thought I was lying and the man said, it's my seat. So then I almost had to cry and said that no, it's my seat. Flight attendant asked for my ticket and she asked for his ticket. I gave her mine and he slowly gave her his. She took one look at the tickets and then looked at the man and said, sir, you're going to have to move. This is her seat. I kid. You. Not. Like, seriously. Seriously. The guy looked at the flight attendant and tried to argue that I was just a little kid and I didn't properly know how to use a window seat. And it was being wasted on me and that he wanted to have the window seat. The flight attendant stopped and looked at him, then said, sir, she wants it unless you move from her seat. And he said that he wants a window seat. And he's got one, so the flight attendant looked around the plane and said, so I'm gonna move you another chair that has a window and this can go back her. He then tried to say that I should go find another seat and he'll keep this one. Flight attendant told him that, listen, if you don't move, we're gonna have to go back to Jamaica. So then he just got up and followed the flight attendant and she told me to go sit down.